I'm humbly honoured to be here with the lovely, gorgeous Victoria Michaels. A little bit about your journey. Basically, you started modelling at the age of 19, right?
Not actively. So I'll tell you a little bit about that.
Yes, please.
So when I was a little girl, I would just walk up and down the living room. I was just like try to show myself, in anything that looked good, in my wardrobe. So my mom knew that, so she would buy me very colorful, lovely clothes. Okay, so I'll just parade, from one end of the room to the other. And when, my aunties came and, friends, they would say things like, oh, she looks like a model, or she would make a great model. But then I didn't understand what modeling was, right? I decided to just look into it. And then my family, my mom, they were supportive of it, but they said to me to make sure I had my education, out of the way, so I went, step by step till I got my degree and did all the other courses that I did. And then modeling kicked off, right? My fourth year at defunct Intercontinental Bank, now Access Bank, I decided to just give it a shot fully, right? So I resigned. And when I resigned, I got to do this big campaign with Within. Within is it's like an African print brand that is pretty global. So anyone who travels to Africa want to have a bit of it, yeah. So so after that, Belacqua Mineral Water, that's the biggest water company in Ghana, mineral water company, also signed me on as a brand ambassador. And then the biggest retail store in Ghana, Melcom, also signed me. So I just started working like that with both local and international brands. And then I got signed by an agency in South Africa after I accompanied one of the designers in Ghana, Maud. She asked me to open for her in South Africa. So she flew me to South Africa, and someone I met there, another model, said to me that, look, you should work here. You're stunning. You should work in South Africa. And he rang up his booker and said, there's this girl from Ghana. She's beautiful. She's amazing. She's stunning. Would like you to, to sign her on, right? But then I had to leave for Ghana the next day. Yes, and then emails back and forth with my management team in Ghana. And finally I got signed. And in 2018, I found myself in South Africa. And then I started working, and then I got signed in Milan, by another.
Whoa,
Yes. And then COVID happened, unfortunately. When COVID happened, prior to that, worked with the most amazing, brands, both local, international, multinational brands across, the globe. You know how modeling is, so it doesn't matter where you find yourself. You could work for L'Oreal whilst in Ghana, for example. So I worked with all these brands, and then COVID happened. When COVID happened, I moved back home because I didn't want to be stuck somewhere. So I moved back home. And prior to that, I had set up businesses. I have a foundation, Victoria Michaels Foundation, and one of our flagship projects is Africa Literacy Development Initiative, which is geared towards reducing the rate of illiteracy in Africa. So far, we have actually set up about 20 libraries, in deprived communities. We've given out book boxes, learning aids, just so at least they can feel like they're part of what is happening and around them. Okay. And for my modeling work, I've won awards for it, yes. And then now I have transitioned into an entrepreneur. So a model who transitions into an entrepreneur is known as a modelpreneur. Okay, yes. So I'm a modelpreneur now. So I have businesses back home. I run a garment manufacturing factory. So we produce
all of this.
Well, yes.
All of this.
Well, humbly.
Fashion icon, philanthropist. Anything else? Have I missed anything?
Well, sometimes I wear the construction hat. Sometimes. So I partner with my brother to do that. He's into construction, and I just support him. With that bit as well. And then I have a boutique marketing advertising firm. My clients are I've created a niche for myself. So there's not a lot of clients. They're satisfied with the services we provide. So when COVID happened, I just started to go home and then focus on businesses back home. Prior to COVID, there's something they call the year of return in Ghana, where like the diaspora returns home, right? Yeah, the diaspora, people like you. Yeah, so returns home to like sort of connect to their roots, to say, I'm home. You know, I want to now build something. I want to connect to my people. I just thought that fashion needed to be part of it in a big way. Okay, so an idea came to me while I was in Milan, and that idea is Fashion Connect Africa, to use fashion to connect, you know, the whole of Africa. So we had our maiden edition in 2019 in collaboration with the Year of Return Secretariat, and it was adjudged the best fashion show Ghana had ever witnessed. It was beautiful, and I think that it was as a result of like the knowledge I had gained from working abroad, working, you know, with casting directors, producers, models, you know, all of that, makeup artists. So I just brought all that into, yes, just everything just came together. And people who had never been on the runway, for example, models, designers who had never been on, like, you know, showcased their stuff, were given an opportunity to, you know, sort of do that. And I mean, from that time up to this moment, you can see that there's been some growth. So that platform sort of just opened up, you know, some doors for them, you know, and yeah, some of them have evolved into like better people. And that then made me to realize that there was something lacking in our, you know, fashion space, right? Creatives love what they do, but they actually don't know what they're doing. Not to say, I mean, this is not being disrespectful or anything like that. You should know your craft, right? So if you want to be a makeup artist, but know the craft, learn it. Okay, have training, get some sort of like, you know, tuition, like, you know, for it, some classes or training or anything that enhances your knowledge of it. Okay, so this now made us to open a creative development hub for cosmetology and fashion, because we already have a garments factory. So what happens is we use our hub to train young women who have dropped out of school, whose parents cannot, like, you know, cater for their tuition and whatnot. So we'll bring them into our space. They learn how to sew, they learn how to make beads and stuff like that, and then automatically you gain a spot in the garment factory. You get a job. So after your training, you don't like go around looking for a job. Yes, so you get a job. Yes, if you're doing training on cosmetology, we have our network of salons, you know, spas where these people can work. So once they're done and they have their certificates, we just put them in the job market, you know. So it's pretty exciting. It's a lot of work, you know, it's a lot of things. I'm sure it sounds a lot to you, but you know, yeah, and yeah, so I just love what I do. I love to see people thrive. I love to see people grow. You know, I love to support, you know, my industry, my generation. I don't want to be seen as Victoria, the one winning alone. I want to win with other people. So this, in a nutshell, you know, is and above all, the most important thing, I have a relationship with God. Yeah, so that is actually what has, you know, kept me going through the good times, the bad times. It's all been God, you know, in the midst of it. Yeah,
that's beautiful.
So that's my story.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
I feel, you see, when you have a relationship, as well, things elevate, and it just
absolutely
enhances, because he sees that you've put him first, and it's key. And now you're just spreading.
Yeah,
I marvelled.
Yeah,
I marvelled at your journey.
Thank you.
And also, in Sanaa, your journey is, I wouldn't even say it's just beginning. It's going to go,
Amen,
grow,
Amen,
and grow and enhance.
Amen.
And you're going to take
that.
a lot of people along with you.
That's the plan.
Keep shining your light.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
Keep shining your light. And
Thank you.
others will drawn to you and be drawn to him.
Thank you.
I think it's fantastic talking to you.
Same here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I love
the vibe.
Relax.
Yeah. conversation.
interview.
Yeah.
I can feel at peace and
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah, I love your spirit. Thank you so much.
Thank you as well. Yeah.
That is the wonderful, the beautiful, the humble, and the meek Victoria Meyer.
Thank you.
Okay, along behind the scenes with us and Kathleen Lord and Microsoft Media. Thank you.